Welcome back to When Harry Met Board Games, where we feed our people with relatable content, and our victory condition is your satisfaction. I'm Harry, and before we go any further, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on that bell notification. That way, when we are doing our thing, YouTube lets you know. Also, check in the description down below for a link to our Patreon and see how you can support this channel. Today, I have another unboxing. Today, I'll be unboxing this right here, which is Carson City, designed by Xavier Georges. And this is the big box edition. And as you can see, some way, somehow, somebody must have started a job for me. Perhaps my 2-year-old daughter, Michaela, might have been the culprit. So let's get straight to it. Let's peel back the remainder of the shrink wrap, what's left of it, and see what's inside of this box here. Okay, so this is a Wild West themed worker placement game, if you cannot tell by the very plain cover here. This is a deluxe edition of sorts, the big box edition, which comes with all of the available expansions for Carson City, the board game. All right, so let's see here. First of all, we have the board right here, and it's double-sided, I could tell already. Not too sure what the differences are here. I see a couple of different locations on one side versus the other, and this side also has a river flowing through it, and this side does not. So that's cool. I always love double-sided boards. That already in and of itself creates a level of variability, which I always look for in games. So again, as I was mentioning, this is a worker placement, area control, city building game. I guess as the game progresses, we're filling these different spots on the grid here. And we have these different worker placement spots. And I think this was the first worker placement game. Lots of games piggybacked off of this, but it was the first worker placement game that introduced the idea of a dueling workers, where you can place your worker on a previously occupied spot and trigger a duel, a battle. Rolling of dice, I guess, is how it's resolved, and whoever wins the battle remains in that worker placement spot, and if you're the new player, you activate its ability. So I think that's really cool. So there is the board. Let's see what else we have here. We have the rule book, and we have a couple of copies of these in different languages here. So that's always interesting and cool. Here's the copy that I'll be needing with the American flag on it, the English rules. And I love a rule book that has lots of diagrams and pictures and examples and artwork inside of it. This is no exception. Looks really good as far as that is concerned. And let's see here, different characters. Love it, love it, love it. I'm a big fan of the Carson City, the card game. I actually played the card game before playing the board game, and I enjoy it very much so. Like Wild West themed games, so I think this is going to be a success for me. So we have 19 pages of rules. That's pretty thick, pretty thorough. All right, then we have these here. These are player aids that tell us, I think it tells us the order in which the rounds and the actions take place, or the turns, and also a key to all the different buildings and how they benefit and score the different players. So that is cool, and we have a bunch of these because I guess the game can accommodate up to 6 players. It's a 2 to 6 player game, so that's cool. And let's see what's here, because this box is thick. Woo! Lots of stuff here. Okay, let's see. Let us see here. Okay. So, this big box here, which is underneath all of that, contains all the wooden goodies that you find in this game. So, first of all, we've got these pistol tokens here. So that is really cool. They're shaped like a pistol. You see right there. That is really cool. They could have used tokens, cardboard tokens, but instead they used nice wooden pieces to represent the pistols. And then here we have some horses. I feel like I'm playing Agricola here. So we got some horses. All right, sorry about that. We got some horses here. Nice, big, and chunky. As a matter of fact, they're nicer looking, I think, than the horses in Agricola. So there is that. Ooh, we got these nice, big, chunky houses right here. Wow, almost looks like Monopoly shaped houses, but much, much larger. These are grand. Yes. So this is really, really cool. We also have some wooden pieces here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that these represent mountains. And these are gigantic. So again, as you're playing the game and you're building these cities, I guess you're also building mountains while you're at it, right? So there's that. What else we have? We have some, it looks like some spare parts. It says it right here, spare parts. For if you lose things or misplace them. Great for a person like me who has little ones roaming around. We have these wooden pieces, which I imagine represent track, railroad track, right? What would a Wild West game be without some element of trains or railroads, right? So there's that. We've got these different dice here, and I imagine, I don't know, I haven't played this game, that the dice is only rolled for the resolution of duels, as I mentioned earlier, when players are combating or competing for different worker placement spots. And in here you have the different meeples, cowboy-shaped meeples, in 6 different colors, because again, this game accommodates anywhere from 2 to 6 players. Cowboy-shaped meeples, that's really, really cool, really neat. And that's that as far as wooden pieces are concerned. We have a bunch of Ziploc baggies here. I love it when games do this. Oh, goodness. The truth is, all these components already come in Ziploc bags. I'm probably not going to need all these. So these are great spares and leftovers for other games that are not as generous with it. We've got this nice little bag here. I guess there's some randomization for certain things. Don't know what it's for, but that's cool. We've got a score pad here with tons of scores. Each player begins the game with $50 in the cowboy. Maybe this is more than a score pad. I might be wrong. Well, it does have a total on the bottom, so I might be right. Some type of score pad and budget sheet. Interesting, it tells you different costs for different things. Curious. That's very curious. All right, so there's that. And then we have all of the different characters that this game comes with, and they're represented by these cardboard tiles shaped like cards, right? So you have the Indian here, and I believe this is the outlaw, and here we have the paper boy, right? You've got the Asian worker here, and this is the grocer here. And I believe this is the farmer. And you've got a bunch of these guys. This is the banker, I believe. So they all have different benefits for players who, I guess, acquire them. Again, I know these characters basically. I think this is the prospector. I know these characters. I'm familiar with them because of the my experience with Carson City, the card game. So let's punch these all out. And these punch out nice and neat. I always like it when it's easy and smooth of a process to punch things out. I don't like that cardboard residue and tear that sometimes happens with certain games. These are double-sided, and I'm curious what that means. You have one side yellow and one side red. Oh, I see. The character actually does different things based on which side. And I wonder if this is for like one of the expansions that I mentioned that the big box edition comes with. Then we have a bunch of these tiles here, which represent the different types of buildings. So first of all, let's punch this out. Again, punches out nice and smoothly. We've got the prison here. And what else do we have? We have the church right here. Okay, these gunslinging folks were very religious apparently. We've got the bank right there. We've got the drugstore right here. We've got the mine right there. And we've got the ranch right here. Let's see if there's any other types of buildings here. Yes, there are. We have the school right here. And we have the drugstore right here. And we have the general store right here. And this one's interesting because there's multiple copies of most of these buildings, but this one here only has one, and it's the train station. Then we have, oh, this is another one that's only one of a kind, and that's the City Hall. And we've got a hotel right there. And we've got a saloon. So I am pretty confident that I'm going to love this game because I love Wild West themed games. I love worker placement games. I love majority area control type of games, which I believe this game features. And I love city building games with tons of different buildings that comprise a city, and the players all collaborate, although they're competing, to build this city, edify the city, and all the different buildings have different benefits and abilities. I think that is neat. All right, so then we have a bunch of these tokens here, which have gun symbols, like pistols on them. So I'm wondering what this is all about, because we already have the pistol wooden pieces. So we got these, and again, these punch out nice and neatly. Some more tiles here. We've got some money tiles, I guess. So the money is represented with these tokens here. And this is a denomination of 5 right here, $5. We've got some dynamite tokens here. And this pistol symbol with the X crossed out. Wonder what that's about. Perhaps some type of defense. Then we've got $10. And they're also represented here in these coin-shaped cardboard tokens, but we've got $20, and they're represented like bills, like dollar bills here, and it says Nevada State Bank because Carson City is in Nevada. Okay, then we have this right here. Okay, and we have these here, and this here. And what else do we have? Oh, we have some singles, of course. We have to be able to make change. So we have these $1 coin tokens. We have some more saloon buildings here. Another character, I guess. There was missing one character. I think this is the governor, perhaps? Mayor? I'm not sure. And then we have these 3 tiles here, which have something to do, I guess, with controlling outlaws. Not too sure. Or maybe they themselves are the outlaws. All right, then we have these little strips here. And again, I don't know, but perhaps this pertains to one of the expansions in the game. And we have more of the same underneath, except for this right here. This looks really cool. Some tiles that represent rivers. So I guess you could either build man-made rivers or perhaps construct a different startup for the game. Again, not too sure. But that looks really cool. And that's pretty much it as far as the components of this game. Again, I'm really, really excited about getting this to the table. Carson City. All right, thank you so much for joining us here. Consider clicking on one of the videos that you see on the screen right now. Also, check in the description down below for a link to our Patreon account and see how you can support this channel and become more involved with the behind-the-scenes process. Research and find a tier that works for you. This is Harry saying take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun gaming. Bye-bye.